Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may now be seated.
Good morning, Wildcats. In today's show, we will get a chance to see what students are actually feeling like during this challenging time and the importance of getting help and support. We will also get an update on the latest election news, like the large amount of voter turnout that has been seen leading up to today. Lastly, we'll learn more about what sleep deprivation really is and why it is so bad for students to neglect their proper amount of sleep. Today is November 3rd. I'm your host, Kate McGrory, and West Ranch TV starts now. Welcome back. Now, Election Day might be stressing a lot of teenagers out. This combined with college apps, schoolwork, extracurriculars, and being in a pandemic, I know has taken a toll on my own mental health, like many others. Even though a lot of days are rough, it is important that we know that there are people out there to talk and make sure we are okay. Some of our West Ranch TV crew members put together a PSA to spread awareness on what to do if you are struggling with your mental health. Thanks, PSA team. It is great to know that there are many resources available to us if we are struggling to feel okay. I know personally, college applications have been a huge part of my stress lately, and not only are there mental health resources available to us, but there are also representatives that West Ranch has available to help us ease the stress of college applications and let us learn more about different schools. On November 5th at 2 p.m., there will be a representative from Carnegie Mellon University that will be offering a virtual visit just for West Ranch. If you are interested in the private research university in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, then make sure you check out the Zoom link on the bulletin. Today is November 3rd, which means it is a big day for Americans because it is Election Day. This election for president and vice president between current Republican Donald Trump and Mike Pence, respectively, and Democratic nominee Joe Biden and Kamala Harris will be a historic, changing election for sure. Our reporter Caitlin was able to get us up to date on everything you'll want to know about today.
Today marks a very monumental day in U.S. history as Americans will elect the next president of the United States between Democratic candidate Joe Biden and resigning Republican President Donald Trump. The winner of this 2020 presidential election will be sworn into office on January 20th, 2021. This has been an election like no other as Americans are voting during a pandemic. More than 90 million Americans have voted so far, as the majority of states are reporting a record early voting turnout this 2020 election. According to the Washington Post, more than 9 million people have already casted their votes in Texas, which surpassed the total number of votes in 2016. A key component of this election is the impact of young voters and how they want to make a difference. Social media has played an important role as apps like Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat encourage young voters to register and educate them on how to vote. Young voters can control a significant amount of political power, as in prior elections, turnout of ages 18 through 29 were much lower. Tufts University have shown that young voters in Iowa have casted nearly twice as many early ballots this presidential election than in 2016. The numbers are dramatic in Florida, as more than 250,000 young people have voted, contrasting with 44,000 votes at the same time in 2016. This could also be a long night, as many of the mail-in ballots have not been counted, which could lead into the next week. From West Ranch TV, this has been Caitlin Yang reporting.
Thanks, Caitlin. This election will definitely be history-changing. If you are 18 or over, make sure you go out and vote today. If you are looking to get involved in our own campus, and if you like baseball, there will be tryouts for the baseball team the week of November 16th. There will be more details to come, so make sure you keep up to date on the baseball website and tune into West Ranch TV. Staying physically healthy may come in forms like being active and playing something like baseball, but that is not the only way we should pay attention to with our physical health. A big part of our health that teens are struggling with is sleep and being on a good sleep schedule. 87% of U.S. high school students get far less than the recommended 8 to 10 hours of sleep each night. Our reporter Miranda was able to find out more on what sleep deprivation really does to a person's health.
Hey Wildcats, it's Miranda. During this time, we rely heavily on technology, which can make it hard to disconnect. Unfortunately, our sleep schedules can be affected by this. Teenagers have noticed a change in their sleep schedule due to the overuse of technology. We have Augie here to talk about how he's been affected.
I normally fall asleep around like 1, and then I wake up at 7, so in total I get 6 hours of sleep every night. If I wake up in the middle of the night, I normally get carried away watching YouTube videos, playing game on my phone, texting, and it makes it really hard for me to go back to sleep.
It's recommended that teenagers get between 8 and 10 hours of sleep each night, but most aren't getting close to that due to this problem. We have Ms. Prisky here to talk about how technology disrupts your sleep schedule.
I feel very strongly that technology does affect sleep schedule, especially with the blue light. And once your brain starts reading everything that's online, it starts just being stimulated, and it's very hard to fall asleep when you are looking at your phone late at night. I think that at least 30 minutes before you're ready to go to bed for a night, you need to shut down your phone so that your brain is not stimulated.
Thank you, Ms. Prisky, for that important information. Cats, make sure you're unplugging from technology and getting some good sleep. This has been Miranda Town reporting. Now back to the host.
Thanks, Miranda. I know I struggle with getting to bed at a healthy hour, and I can see now how crucial it is that we all get a solid amount of sleep. Well, that is all we have for today's show. Make sure to keep up to date on all the election news, because the results will definitely be polarizing. Don't forget to tune into tomorrow's show, where we will get to take a look at a new trending game, how one senior athlete is making it through this time, and a weather update for the rest of this week. I'm your host, Kate McGrory. Have a great day, Cats.